And the transmission line saga as the developers of the 67-mile Trent line continue to push for it to be built, with residents doing everything in their power to stop it.
As Fox 45's Jessica Babb is showing us, landowners' latest efforts might not work. She joins us live with the very latest. Jessica.
Well, a few weeks ago, attorneys opposing this transmission line filed a motion with the Public Service Commission asking them to dismiss the case. They argue with that delays that the project is now seeing, this project can't possibly be a viable grid solution. But the developers who are now responding say that argument doesn't hold up. Setting up the game and doling out the cards. You don't get to pick the cards you're dealt, but there's always a bit of strategy trying to tilt the odds in your favor.
In terms of the strategy of fighting this transmission line, it has been our contention from the outset that this proposal does not serve Maryland or Marylanders.
The transmission line saga and the prospects of the largest line in the state aren't much different.
There is a private developer on private property in Maryland doing surveys for a project that isn't approved and based on an application that has already been found to be inadequate and inappropriate. So it's frustrating that we keep moving through this process.
Making a move one after the other. The developers and landowners going back and forth, laying down what they hope might be a winning hand. With the project being reviewed by the state, in the latest move, attorneys representing landowners, along with the Farm Bureau and impacted counties, signed onto a motion trying to dismiss the case. Their argument, since the line can't be built by June of 2027, which is when the developers and grid operators say it needs to be up and running, then it can't be a solution for grid issues and prevent blackouts and brownouts. We talked with attorney Susan Euteneuer when it was first filed.
PJM and all of the stakeholders should really go back to the drawing board now to determine what is needed in the near term, because this project can't be built in time.
We're sort of ignoring all of the other alternatives that can be implemented faster and cheaper that would meet those reliability violations well before this line would ever get built.
But in response, making a move of their own, the developers are upping the ante, saying this would set a dangerous precedent. In this 19-page response, they argue the parties trying to dismiss the case are the same ones requesting a slower review timeline with the PSC, causing the delay. They say the commission shouldn't endorse such tactics. They also argue the landowners' argument is backwards and factually incorrect. They say delays only increase the reliability risk, but don't eliminate the need for the project. And they're still pushing to get the lineup as close to June 2027 as possible. But with all the cards they still have to draw to make this project a reality.
So in order for this project to have any sort of meaningful impact to the grid, to power those Virginia data centers, this project needs to be in service by June of 2027 or very soon thereafter, and that will not happen.
The Public Service Commission, the agency tasked with reviewing the case, is laying out cards of their own. In a new filing, staff making a recommendation argue the landowners' motion to dismiss the case should be denied. They say starting the planning process over wouldn't prevent grid issues and instead could make them worse.
The commission has not ruled on this. The commission is still going to give it, just as it has given everything in this matter, very careful consideration, which we really appreciate.
And I did follow up with the Public Service Commission today, but they say there's no clear timeline on when the commissioners might make a decision. But of course, we'll keep following this and let you know what happens. Live in Baltimore, Jessica Babb, Fox 45 News.
I'm Mary Bubala. Thank you for watching. Here's another video for you to watch. Also take some time to subscribe to our YouTube channel.